announcement. If you wish to get my attention or you wish to add upon a scene without talking over each other, I have added a new sound. It is called bell toll, and whenever you want my attention, you press it.
Why is this so appropriate?
Please do not spam it, otherwise I shall kick you from this chat.
I had to
Anyways.
test it.
Thus spake the Lord.
Alright.
I
Anyways.
couldn't hear it. We could hear it, Steven. We could
Let's
hear
see.
it.
What's the vibe here?
What the haps? What's your major?
What is that emote? What the hell?
It's one of my new emotes on.
Oh wow.
Let's
just looks
try
like an
this
Ophelia,
vibe here.
like,
Why is
gone-
that
Hmm.
so appropriate for you?
That's basically.
All right, I'm on my way home, so my service will cut out at some points. So I'm just gonna chill and chat and listen for a bit.
Be safe.
Okay.
That emote is Ophelia's having a bad day, and Molly's like, I've started my cycle.
Oh, God.
Moon and I had a very uncomfortable yet enlightening conversation about this.
Alright.
So last session, what did we end on? Can we summarize it?
Last session that we had here, like the most recent one, was a bit of a non-canon one, where basically we sort of did the aftermath. But here, let us now proclaim this is the soft reboot of New Orleans by Night. The last we left off.
Your mic just peaked then, Spider.
I am sorry.
Last we left off. It's fine. Okay. Last we left off, Jade was the victim of an attack orchestrated by Marcus's sire, Amber Francesca. She was summarily killed, but not before Jade was staked on stage, in full view of the public eye. After arriving at the hospital to keep up appearances, we were introduced to Zell Crimson, an anonymous donor, a donor using an alias to fund Marcus's campaign, who is also a minister, whom he has stated his goal as to allow Marcus to run New Orleans before the ministry does. After a bit of conflict and a bit of personal introspection, we all awoke the next night and were about to visit the remnants of the Camarilla when something happened. Rhys, having left to go meet Ophelia and Averjoe outside of the Oakleaf apartments, came back to his apartment. Door open, bedroom ransacked, and Averjoe's journal, full of secrets, was missing. And as Marcus stepped out to console Rhys, upon his own door, he found a note with a metal-plated stake pinned to the door. We're on to you, monster. That is where we left off in our story. We now pick back up a few minutes later. Marcus, Ophelia, Rhys, Averjoe. You are all in a separate part of the lobby of the hotel, poring over this note. and the stake. I'll ask each one of you a question. Are any of you possessing the folkloric bane to silver?
Let me double check. Could you remind me of where that would be?
It would be in flaws.
I cannot hear the music anymore.
Flaws. Where would flaws be? Sorry.
Front page below merits or advantages. Ah, yes.
Yes,
Rhys, you do have a silver allergy.
I do.
Question. Do
Yes.
you touch the stake
Well,
before you know what it is?
before I know what it is, I would say... I'm trying to think of, like... Here, I'm gonna do it this way, because I feel like I would be... Let me just do a low he doesn't, high he does. Roll a d20. If I can spell roll. Oh, did I do that wrong?
Where did you roll it?
In, the game. Or at least I tried to. Oh, backslash roll, that's why. Sorry. No, he does not.
Right.
Get the nat one out of the way now. Crap.
It does not appear that any others have this allergy. What do you all do as you stare at this note and this silver-coated stake?
What the hell is going on? How did this get in here?
I believe that Amber had a hand to play with this.
Are you sure? I mean, she obviously would know who you are and what you are. Why would she leave a note like this? With a
She
stake.
said it had something that could release all of what I was.
You don't think... Is that the same person who broke into my place?
I want to say no, but who's to say?
Anyway, we've got to get this cleaned up. We can't let anyone else see this.
Agreed.
Spider, if you are speaking, you are muted. Ophelia is part of this scene as well.
Let me just double check.
I was muted.
There you go.
Ha-ha!
I was like, are you there?
As it turns out,
Oh.
I lied because I was muted.
Did you press the button on your microphone?
Yeah, I pressed not on my microphone on my headset. I do not want to get that fucking microphone in here because it's a whole setup now.
Right.
But so she's like, this is disturbing. What makes you think it might be her? Also, didn't you kill her?
I did. And she told me. Because it was Send and Jade and the rest of the dance crew to Paris, be with her, Or she released all the details.
Well, seems we've got a bit of a problem on our hands. We have no idea where this information was leaked to and who has it. Clearly, somebody who's not a big fan, someone who's not a fan of our twink here.
All
And
right.
there's also the possibility of the other group that we have to handle as well, possibly releasing the information of me.
That's true. Though, we don't really have a way to deal with this. Well, there's Owl, but I'm not sure she'd be willing to take care of all of that for us for free. Caveat there being for free.
And we don't know if it's actually connected. My place was ransacked, but it was a journal that Averjoe had that got stolen from me. How would Amber know about that?
Apparently, she had enough. True, but she also had enough connections to preemptively set up several dance members alongside Jade, in the chance that Marcus did not take her offer.
That's fair, but she kinda didn't like his guts. This is, personal, I know about you. But that doesn't mean they know about the rest of us. Jade and Marcus are public figures.
I've honestly done a fairly poor attempt of hiding it, but people just don't question it.
Fair enough. Anyway, like I said, we've got to get this down. I'll have Rhys, because nobody else has, so I'll just have Rhys reach for it.
What are you
steak?
reaching for?
Yeah, nobody else has grabbed the stake in the note off the door yet, and Rhys is like, we gotta get this down, so...
Ophelia will slap Rise's hand, like, no, and she'll pull it out, like...
Ophelia, what color is your eye right now?
It is blue, so it is
the wolf?
So that, yeah.
Ophelia, you touch this steak, and it is like you are touching a hot stove.
Ta!
What the hell?
Fuck.
As you drop the steak, your hand blisters as if you have touched something hot. You take
Can I?
3 points of superficial damage.
What?
Oof.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold
Shit.
on. Convert one of those health points into aggravated damage.
I hate you.
Oh.
What
Big
the
oof.
hell?
She's like, fuck. And she looks at her hand and she's like, that is not fun. She's gonna. Everyone. Oh my god,
Can
why
I
is
get it?
Ophelia's health so high? I know werewolves can't touch silver. I forgot it was silver.
Can I grab it?
Yes, you may.
Marcus is gonna catch it before it hits the ground, if possible.
Marcus, you catch this steak and nothing happens. It is simply in your hand.
Oh, Joe! Oh. What? What? So it's not cursed.
It's silver.
Or I think it's silver.
Oof, oh.
Wait, and it's like she looks at her hand and looks at the silver sink. She says, "It appears that my condition is becoming a lot more prevalent," and she is going to. Are they at Broken, or where the fuck are they?
You are in
At the
the
apartment.
apartment complex that Marcus runs.
Outside Marcus's
she's like-
door.
Yeah, she's like, Marcus, do you have something I can eat? I need to fix this up, or I'm gonna start smearing it all over your wallpaper.
I just painted. There is no wallpaper. Do you think these royal blues come in? Not the time. Go inside, top shelf, right by the liquor cabinet.
Why do you keep hearts by in your liquor cabinet?
It's a pickled it's
It's pickled.
like
It's
pickled
fermented.
hearts or something.
Oh, that's beautiful.
He has just
I was about to
for,
say gizzards or something, because that is a southern delicacy.
It is a southern
Yeah.
delicacy.
I was
Ophelia,
gonna
however, is
say
blue-eyed, so
for for this moment of time, he's always had something backed up in case of Ophelia ever needed it.
Hmm.
So he does have like from Big Fred. I think it's Big Fred. Double check
Mhm.
names because I know I have it written down.
It is Big Fred.
Yeah, Big Fred. He just has like ground up like beef heart that he just keeps
Okay.
on hand in case of any worst case scenarios with Ophelia.
it's beef heart though, because that's not people heart.
It'll still slake.
That's fair. All right, she'll take it and she'll like. She has 3 hunger right now,
You can slake 1.
and and then she's going to heal at least the superficial.
Okay, so that is 2 superficial per rouse check. So make a rouse check. You may
Ah,
remove 2 superficial damage.
and then 1 more. All right, that's 2 more.
The burn is still very prevalent on your hand.
And fuck it. She has time. She'll do another rouse check to get rid of that.
You will need to
aggravated.
make 3 rouse checks in order to eliminate aggravated damage.
Ophelia's gonna say, "All right, I got rid of some of the cuts and bruises. I'm gonna need to go hunting though. Who wants to join me?"
Is it safe?
I'll join. Averjoe pipes up from the
Oh
back.
my god, when did you get here?
I've always been here.
Oh, that's
But,
right.
You just
I
need to stop
humbly,
questioning.
I humbly request that you let me sip from them before you tear their hearts out.
I don't say it like that. That's incredibly weird, creepy, and oddly sexual.
Take a
I
sip.
wasn't
sure.
implying anything.
You never are.
Just
But
let Joe sip.
yes, I am a bit hungry. And I've got some damage of my own to heal up.
All right, sure. All right. Why don't we reconvene at Broken, guys?
Just
Say 3 hours.
be careful. Not only did we find a silver stake, which means that wasn't targeted at Marcus, that was targeted at probably you, Ophelia. And Jade's almost died, which is great, and someone broke into my apartment, and, just be cautious and check who you're drinking from with, the vampire disease that's spreading.
Right. Here's the downside about your what you. Thank you, Mom. Of what you said about Silver. They only know me as a kindred. How would they know about my, and her eye rapidly kind of flips through the different colors.
How would they know about anything? Clearly they do, though.
Yes, but obviously, can you touch Silver Eyes?
I don't know. Maybe. Well, the hunters that I knew of were kind of stupid.
What?
They basically threw spaghetti at the wall and saw what stuck.
I'm pretty sure.
All the repellents. I've had garlic bulbs thrown at my head. I've had silver bullets shot at me, even though that's for werewolves.
Oh, that explains why those always hurt so much when we get caught in the crossfire.
Yes. So, they're probably doing the same tactic here, covering all their bases.
Fair enough.
Ophelia's eye flips to red, and she squints at the stake, and she touches it with a finger now.
It does not affect you.
I question
Yes?
you ever so much. The both of you.
Who,
It
me?
appear-
Yes.
Ophelia takes the steak now that her eye is red, and she looks at it and she's like, "So it would appear that based on, well, my eye and whichever is most prominent, it affects what affects me, including my ability to eat." And she kind of like reaches into her back pocket, her eye is still red, and she pulls out like a little candy bar and takes a bite out of it. Oh, yep. Mm-mm. That is disgusting. Yep, that's just straight ash. Okay, learning new things. Here, Marcus, you can eat this. She tosses the candy bar to Marcus.
Why?
Can he eat that? I don't think he can.
Put it in your face, Marcus. No.
Just
No, but Ophelia,
Be careful
He's just-
going hunting. There's a lot of bad things happening, and I don't need any of you out of commission.
don't worry.
Don't worry.
I'm always careful hunting, and I'll keep Joe from being too senile.
Yes.
Fair enough. I am gonna start looking for leads. He'll like stalk back to his own apartment.
I will join Rhys and see what else we can find.
Alrighty. Both of you give me a wits and investigation roll. You may add your aspects if you want to use heightened senses. Ophelia, I just need your hunting pool for Alley Cat, which I believe is streetwise plus something else. Give me one
I got it.
second to look
Alley
up.
Cat, VTM. I got it. I'll beat you to it.
Wits and streetwise.
I am a failure. I deserve nothing but
That's not bad.
sadness. Wits and streetwise. All right. Streetwise plus wits. Submit. 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 Hey, 3 successes.
You are able to find a very coked up asshole who is kind of wandering around. He almost looks like it might have been laced with like a little bit of MDMA, and he is currently terrorizing a couple of people.
Ophelia is going to just walk up behind him and just be like, "Sir, we would appreciate if you wouldn't cause trouble."
And he pounces on you.
She's gonna fucking headbutt him as he jumps at her.
Strength and brawl.
I will be activating prowess,
Okay?
as it requires a rouse check. That's fine. I'm gonna be eating anyways. Brawl plus strength. Oh wait, no, I don't need to do all this. I can do this. Here we go. Messy critical.
Wow.
7 successes.
Mm. Okay. Let's see here. You are pissed off that this guy has attacked you. And you are even more pissed off that he has decided to attack other people. You feel your blood start to boil, and as he dives at you, you thunk! You slam your head into his face. Immediately, nose broken, shards up into the skull. Skull cracked, bleeding on the brain. He is twitching on the ground by the time you take a step back and regain your bearings. And then he twitches no more as you rip his heart out of his chest.
Yeah, she does her usual thing, just crack it open like a tuna can, as referenced in the quote.
But your beast is not satisfied. You eat his heart. You eat his lungs. You eat his liver. You're about to go for one of his kidneys when you're suddenly stopped. Averjoe, if you would like to intervene in said scene.
Yet.
Because you were also promised a share.
I see. Interesting. If you wouldn't mind, dearest, would you mind if I took a little nibble?
And she snarls as she looks up, the scleras of her eyes starting to turn that inky black.
Ah. Oh, did you want a taste of me in return? I don't think you do. So please calm yourself. I am a little bit hungry myself and would enjoy just a little taste, even though it's not my preferred way of imbibing.
She will rip out one of the kidneys and then stalk away, eating the kidney.
Averjoe, there is one kidney and about a pint's worth of blood left in the body. That is
How much
rapidly cooling.
How much hunger do I satiate?
You will satiate all but one.
I'll take it. Because
Because
now
you
I
did
can.
not consume everything.
That is true. I will need to. All right. While Joe is doing that, I'm going to do my 3 rouse checks to heal.
Or actually, hold on. I need you to make me a willpower roll to
Fuck.
see if you accept this command or rebel against it
Oh shit.
because of your compulsion.
3 successes.
I will say it is difficult, as your beast is screaming, "This is your kill!" But you relent. You chuck the kidney at Averjoe, and you stalk off with the other.
Alright, 1, 2. Hey, all better.
I need to find the updated character sheet for him somewhere, but we'll do that later.
Ophelia's hand is fixed.
And Averjoe will just stick his. Actually, no, he'll just look at it, hold out his hand, and slowly the rest of the blood in the body will start to float to the air, through the air, and into his mouth as he consumes the rest that is left.
Lovely. I'll say that you are able to slake.
Just one.
Let's see here.
I'm okay with just slaking one.
Just one. What are you at right now? Do you remember?
Don't know. I think I had one the problem is I can't find my old character sheet, so I have to go through stuff. I think I was left on a little bit of damage, low hunger.
Mm-hmm.
I still have glass shards in my back, shot glasses and such.
Oh yeah, that's
Mhm.
right.
You wanna heal that up?
Nah.
That's cool.
Yeah, quite literally. Nah,
Are
it's
you
fine.
sure?
I am.
All right.
Ah.
You still got that meeting that you gotta go to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's fine. Just I'm not bleeding. I'm just I can throw some clothes
Rub
over
some
it.
dirt on it.
Nah, just put my cloak on over it, like usual.
I will make a note.
Ophelia's going through her like her mantras, in like a nearby alleyway, just like talking to herself, like, breathe in, breathe out. You are the master of yourself, not the other way around. Shut up, Marco. Leave me alone. And as she calms, her eye turns green as she relaxes, and she. You all good, Joe?
I'm all right. Just a little bit melancholy. Otherwise, pretty all right.
You're using some big fucking words, and I don't appreciate it.
Averjoe, as
Feeling
the
weirdly
blood
okay.
as the blood hits you, whatever was in this guy's system, probably coke-laced MDMA, you feel real energetic.
Averjoe has enough frame of mind to this is common for him. He likes this kind of stuff and he's feeling good. His mind immediately goes and looks over at Ophelia to gauge the reaction on the unpredictable.
Oh, you're seeing how it's affecting me,
Yes.
Moon.
I'll say that you
Because
are
she
feeling...
had more than I did.
Oh, right.
That is true.
I will
ate all the
say...
organs.
Ate the pancreas, probably.
I'm full of insulin.
That got
I
me.
will say, you are buzzing. You feel like you just downed 3 Red Bulls back to back.
Which you can do.
I can. Hang on a second. I'm typing this in.
Typing what in?
In quotes.
The pancreas one? Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
That's worth it. That broke me. I'm full of insulin. Stave off the diabetes.
She ate the pancreas for sure. I am full of insulin. She's like kind of looking at her hands and like, not exactly sure I find this enjoyable, but Ophelia, like on the out, like Ophelia, you could tell Ophelia is like buzzing, but she doesn't look it. She's her usual neutral-faced, calm self.
All right.
She's just like, "What are you looking at, old timer?"
Just judging to see how you take your drugs and how it affects you.
I will skin you alive, but I'm doing okay.
So still doesn't make your violent more or less noticeable. Noted.
It's still there, but it is under the surface.
Mm-hmm. At the very edges of her sclera are black, like she's kind of like fighting the bull.
I'd offer to help you fight your fight, but you don't like me to do anything like that usually. So I'll refrain.
I don't have 2 things of garlic powder.
Anyways.
Sorry, I was distracted. I noticed something on the shelf and I was like, why are there 2 things of garlic powder? Has that always been there? Alright, anyways, it's like,
You
no.
hear a church bell toll in the distance, and you're reminded of the meeting that you're supposed to be at quite soon.
We'd best get to broken. She just sends a text to Sean.
Not broken. The
I
Camarilla.
think we're supposed to be the prince.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was supposed to bring this guy to see the prince. Fuck, I forgot.
Oh, it looks like I'm rubbing off on you.
I left it at spider. It's ADHD brain. Like, hold up, was that always there? For what? What did I say? Oh, no, it's the garlic. Oh, but she's like, ah, all right. You know what? We'll take my bike. And by take my bike, I mean walk because we
Why?
walk
Oh.
here.
Oh, okay. Sure. Um, hmm. Should we do any prepping before we go?
Ophelia's already walking away. I already have lube in my back pocket.
And what of the body?
I already made a text. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, this should be interesting. All right.
Ophelia
I'm on my
keeps
way.
keeps an eye on the body until like Sean pulls up with his guys, and then she's like, "All right, cool," leaves.
It's
Takes
quickly dispatched.
Yeah, it takes Joe to the area, and it's like to the prince. He's like, "All right, Joe. Now that we're here, don't. I guess actually try to be yourself, but not as much."
I will be as I wish to be. But I appreciate your counsel and will continue to ask you for it.
This is not for your benefit; it's for mine.
Exactly.
All right, and she puts her eye patch on. She doesn't need the Camarilla knowing about her eye thing. It's like, all right, let's go. Don't. She bangs on the door.
The door opens a small, almost invisible porthole as an eye stares through it. It looks you up and down, and then the door opens. And you see Niall Rise, the sheriff, or one of the hounds, standing there. And he is looking a lot more beaten up than you remember him.
Oh, Niles, you don't look so good. Why did you try and fuck a badger again? Ophelia walks up to him.
He is completely silent.
Mm-hmm.
He sort of stares at you.
What? Speak. You got words. Use them.
Ophelia, make a wits and investigation check for me.
Oh no.
It's a low difficulty.
I have 1 in wits and no investigation.
Then just give me
Can I do
wits awareness?
Oh, man, I'm so angry that I can't find my. Because I remember I had a new sheet where I
we're gonna
basically had some
reroll
pieces.
2 of those.
You.
Okay, that's 2 because I re-rolled. That's a 2. 2 successes.
He kind of looks away, and as he turns, you see his neck. His windpipe looks crushed.
He's like, someone got in trouble, eh?
He sort of glowers at you.
You're acting like I did this.
He kind of snarls, and he just sort of gestures for you all to follow.
Oh, you know what it is? It's probably on my computer.
And she follows, and she looks at Averjoe and kind of has him follow, and then she'll follow Niles, and she's just kind of wondering, trying to think back, did I do something to this guy?
If you recall, Ophelia, Prince Silas did not take too kindly to his hound threatening your status.
Oh, right. Wait, his my what?
Your status.
Oh, my
That's what you
stat.
call your dick.
Right. Oh. Okay.
He did
All right.
not take too kindly to his hound threatening you, knowing what kind of hellstorm it would bring upon his domain.
Yeah, that's you know what? That's fair. I remember now. And Ophelia's like, "Oh, you got in trouble." Her eye is green, so she's a little more cocky. She's got her humanoid cockiness kind of fluttering right now.
He sort of grits his teeth and just sort of keeps walking.
What is his name, Ophelia?
Niall, he got in trouble with his boss. Basically, this guy here threatened my status, and his boss didn't take too kindly of it. On the account of me.
Ah, yes. Niles. Niles, could you look here for a second?
Give me a moment.
1, you failed me. Please don't tag me. I'm sorry.
He kind of turns his head slightly, but does not look at you.
Would you like me to heal your wound?
He ignores you and continues walking.
It looks like they aren't too friendly around here. Oh well.
Yeah, they're one of those business-focused types, but
Well, even if I offered such niceties, to refuse an elder is a very rude thing. But, oh well.
I mean, a lot of the people in our current political climate should be refusing their elders, and they aren't. So
Niall, finally sort of fed up, kind of stops and turns to face the both of you. Looking at you, Averjoe, you can see his mouth move. And he sort of like spells it out. And you can sort of hear just above hoarse whispers, I am not allowed help.
Good. Because you will forget any of the conversations we just had.
Is this a
And
power?
yes, it is. It was going to be just a simple, forgetful mind. A simple mesmerized, forgetful mind.
Okay.
It's been a while. Man, I have to get my VTM stuff again. Rouse,
VTM.
my apologies. I got rid of my VTM roll. Wait. I have dice in front of me. Right. Rouse check. That's a pass. So I don't get hungrier, and I don't know the rules anymore. It's been too long.
So, what does Forgetful Mind do?
That's a great question. I make people forget. I don't remember much more
I
at the
think
moment.
Rise has. They have cloud memory.
It's not like I have the book right in front of me that I could open right now, which I do, so let me do that.
Let me just pull it up as well.
All right. Look at that. Eyes of the Nighthawk. Nope. This is Dominate.
That's the level 3 ability, isn't it?
Yeah, rewrite someone's
yes.
memory, 1 rouse check, no prerequisite
Yeah.
needed. Manipulation, domination is your dice pool.
Versus intelligence.
And resolve.
Resolve.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. Oh, swaths of memory.
Basically, I
And
think
Yeah, I would. So my attempt is going to basically rewrite. Here's what. So because I'm working
Mm-hmm.
with you. You're my DM. Uh, my intent is to make him forget all of our conversation, and make only him remember that we came in silently, and that he got one look at my face and felt fear.
What? Okay, first off, Ophelia would never come in silently.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I will say that
And I
you're
have
able to.
rationalized as well. So
Okay, I will allow you to do this as soon
mhm.
as you get to the door where he's leading. He turns around. What do you say to catch his eye?
I already did. He turned around and you said he caught our gazes.
Oh. Oh, he looked directly at you and said, "I am not allowed help."
Exactly. All I need is eye contact.
All right, make your roll.
Prolonged
That-
eye
That's why I said,
contact.
look at me. Sure. Let's see. I have a dice pool. Let me take a look. I have a massive dice pool for this.
Yes.
I have manipulation, which is 5, and I have dominate, which is 5. So I have 10 dice. I could somebody make that roll for me? I don't have the ability to roll that many dice.
I've got it.
Dominate,
Thank
an
you.
ability I thought I had. Turns out I don't.
I dominate you all to roll my dice for me. Mwahahahaha.
Yeah, Ophelia kicking open the door, just like supper.
That is 5 successes. I did not include hunger.
Which is 1.
Because I didn't. It's all right. We'll just say that one of the unsuccesses was the. He did not roll any successes, so you immediately catch his eyes as the last word
Mhm.
"help" utters from his lips. His
Mhm.
eyes glaze over. What does it look like when your power works?
It doesn't look like anything special. In fact, it's kind of hard to even see or remember anything about that, even from the viewing of Ophelia. If she were to look, there is no change in his expression. It looks almost unassuming, and he just kind of mumbles, "Now, Neil, you don't remember any of this. We're just kind people walking in, not saying a word. And if you look at me again, you'll only feel fear. Innate, instinctual, every bone in your body will tell you to run. So do not look at me once again."
Instinctual fear.
You walk past him into the Camarilla proper, or Elysium proper, and he sort of shoulder checks you, looks back, and if he was not already so pale, he would have gone white as a sheet. And he runs.
Good. All right, Ophelia. It looks like we have an appointment to keep, yes?
Ophelia grabs the back of like Joe's neck and like turns his head to look at him. I appreciate it. It was funny. Don't squeezes tighter. Do that. Squeezes tighter again. The snarl comes
He
out very animalistic.
he grabs the back of her neck in return and leans down into her eyes. "I have a reputation to keep. As one as old as I, thee already know enough to know that I am an elder. I have a reputation I must uphold as one such of my station. So I will do as I please, just as any other my age does today, while I talk to this prince. I do not do as I please in your domain, do I?"
Sometimes you still do.
And yet, sometimes I find myself without a bottom jaw.
Ophelia lets him go and dusts her hands off, catching her breath. Just don't fuck up things for me. I still have things to do with Molly, and if she gets hurt because of you, and at that, Ophelia starts walking further in.
You go through the door to the prince's offices?
Ophelia just knock knock punch door open.
And he will follow her, still draped in his finery. Since I didn't get a chance to, I'll say that he dressed up in his classic vests with basically the same thing that I wore at the LARP. A vest, a black vest with fire-like vines, orange fire-like vines crawling all over it, a black and red shawl over it, with black bell-bottom slacks and a belt buckle that says "fuck you," because why not?
All right, hold that thought. Let's move back over to Marcus and Rhys. You search through the apartment top to bottom. What exactly are you looking for?
I think Rhys would be looking for anything left behind by the people who had broken in, like something that's like out of place or could tell him who was here.
Okay. Marcus, what about you?
Marcus is kind of looking for anything that would tie anyone to Jade or to Amber in any way.
All right, and
Actually,
let me scroll.
question.
Yes.
Did Marcus get her phone yet? Because that was something I did ask. That he wanted her phone.
One moment. You have received a message of it. Who is the person that you messaged to retrieve her things?
It was one of the cleanup crew through.
Was it Ace?
Yeah, it was Ace.
He has sent you a message and said, items recovered, ETA 3 hours to clean up. Finish.
Marcus would have sent out a message to have that immediately delivered to him.
He says, I'll see what I can do. But in the meantime, Marcus, you had how many successes searching?
I got 3 out of 5.
You see... Okay. You do not see anything relating to Amber. Are you searching for anything else?
I'll see if I can deduct, if any, how the break-in happened, whether someone came in through the window or if it was the door. Kind of trace out exactly their path of coming in to exit.
It is extremely easy to see. There are scratches on the lock of the door before a boot broke it open. The lock is splintered from its hinges.
Strong kick. Would I have seen the path that they kind of walked while searching through?
I will say you notice certain pieces here and there that are disheveled. If Rhys has a desk, there's places that are messy there, the dining table. You can't determine the exact path, but it looks like they took the main room first and then went to the bedroom. Rhys, you got 4 successes.
Yes.
Let me ask you this. What kind of flooring does your apartment have?
I would assume some sort of hardwood. Marcus, this is your
Okay.
apartment complex. Does that sound right?
Yeah, we do have hardwood.
Okay.
So the only room that would have carpet would be the bedrooms.
Ta-da.
The kitchen
How
is
thick is that
tiled.
carpet, would you say?
This is like regular carpet, about an inch to half an inch, somewhere in between there.
Okay. Rise. You see on the floor, close to the door, you see a faint outline of a boot print. Some kind of dust from the sole of the foot. You see the patterns. It looks familiar in a way. And then you realize this is a military grade boot. You recognize the treads. This is military equipment.
Son of Marcus, come here.
What's up?
He'll like see he wears his own military grade, and he'll like pull up his foot to show him the tread and kind of put it next to where the print is. Notice anything?
Oh, well, would you look at that?
Who
Well, this ain't good.
wears that in this town?
Would Marcus know that the answer to that question?
Let me see. What's the roll for this? I would say give me intelligence and streetwise.
You're a wise man.
I cannot help you
Intelligence.
with this. Sorry.
You are a street. You are a wise.
Would you allow
I will say,
census still
I will-
up with this?
I will allow a +1 because it is fashion,
Dang,
Nice.
Toreador.
which is something Marcus is well versed in.
No, I done did a bad thing.
A +1 to the die. Or a +1 to the roll. Oh. Oh my. A messy critical.
Kill Rise.
Wow.
One love. Come and get your
Alright, I can roll my dice
love.
now. And now I'll shut up.
Lovely.
I'm glad you like that I'll shut up.
Marcus, you
I'm
look
almost
at the
ready for my bottle.
outline. Marcus, you look at the outline of the treads. You see the specific pattern, and suddenly it's all you can think about. You start going through every single brand, every single shape, every single iteration and iota of this boot in your mind. It is all you can think about. It is all that you can talk about. This is the key to the mystery. You are obsessed with figuring out what kind of boot this is, down to the exact thread used in the brand.
Oh, my bread and butter. It's gonna get me.
You are under the compulsion of obsession.
I see what you're doing. Okay. You see
This
Marcus.
compulsion lasts until you can no longer perceive said object or the scene ends. Any other rolls that you make now are with a 2 dice penalty.
All right. You see Marcus very quickly drops onto all fours and out of nowhere has pulled out a measuring tape, perfect for shoes, and a magnifying glass.
Amazing.
Marcus? What are
No,
you doing?
I'm working, my dear. Allow me to do my job. And he is taking measurements of the boot size, doing math, like writing it in the carpet with his finger. Like, okay. Okay. And he is like full focused on this, magnifying glass, double checking everything. What roll would I have to make to get actual information on this?
I will. Let's see. This will be another. This will be intelligence investigation. However, since it is of the object of your obsession, you will add 1 die.
Okay. Oh.
You can reroll.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not happening. We doing this. Much better.
3 successes. All right. You are
One's
very
a critical.
quickly able to determine that this boot is actually a knockoff. This is something that is like for alpha Chad kind of dudes who want to emulate that military style but cannot afford a military budget. The materials are cheap.
Fake J's.
He is wearing fake J's. Essentially. The
Okay.
budget for
outside
these shoes are cheap. They are they have a very similar pattern, but there are slight differences in the measurement of the treads, as it is not an exact copy. You can see where the laces dragged across the floor where it was already frayed on the edges, where the aglets, which are supposed to be metal, were just simply shrink-wrapped in plastic. This is a cheap boot made for civilians trying to emulate the military.
You see Marcus comes up and is like, has the face of disgust.
What? What's wrong?
It's not even real.
What?
It's knockoff.
Rhys will take like a deep breath. You mean the shoe that made the impression? Is that what you mean?
Yes, hold on. And he just leg up, rips off Rhys's boot and puts it upside down. Look at this. The treads are different. The definition is different, and it's missing the insignia on the bottom right corner. How dare they bring a knockoff into my domain?
Rhys, unless you make a roll, you can literally see no difference.
I'm not. Rhys doesn't make a roll. He's just on his ass, staring and being like, yeah, definitely. I see what you mean. But can I have my shoe back?
Here. And he tosses it over his shoulder. However, I did realize this is baby seal leather. This is an 11.5-inch boot. Please stop me. Like, you gave me so much room to work with. I'm just gonna run with it, if that's cool.
I gave you a quarter of an impression of a boot. What the hell do you mean?
Moon, above board. Yeah.
Just do it. Give me the rundown.
Yes.
Perceive the fuck out of this minute tread.
Okay, let's start from the top. This is baby seal leather. This was made in 1947. Hold on. 1947. January. Yes, he does. January's edition. This is 11.5 size. Soles have been worn down for about 3 months now. The insoles are falling out. There are 17 different rips throughout the entire thing, which is how you know it's a knockoff. And if you notice that treads 1, 5, and 7 are ripped, that means he's been wearing these during track. Also, if you realize, the definition of how the boot print is put into the floor is how a man walks. So you know that this isn't a woman knocking it off. My guess is the guy's name is Chad, Kevin, or Kyle. Not done yet. This is also a fake black. You know how some people want to do a nice black combat? No, this is a fake dye that was made to look black, but it's actually a brown dye that was just dipped 5 extra times. But if we keep going anyways, we are looking for someone with some dirty ass, rugged old boots.
Rhys has several times during this, like, held up a finger and then, like, put it back down. Held up a finger and put it back down as he just keeps going. Oh, I'm sorry, was that the end?
Yes, that was the end, my dear.
So, we're looking for someone with old boots.
Dirty old ragged knockoff brand boots, but yes.
And how...
Perhaps someone with stolen valor.
Someone with stolen valor. And, how is that going
Put that in quotes.
to help us, exactly?
So what this is that how it's going to help us is finding someone who thinks they're a badass to be in the military, but actually doesn't have the balls to actually go and do anything.
That's a lot of white
BRB guy.
men between 18 and 30.
You are also welcome for that entire monologue while I am entirely tipsy.
Love it. Do you do anything else?
I mean, Rhys would probably do another look as well. He's, he's lamenting the fact that his poor apartment has been broken into. And he is looking to see if there's anything else, just in case the boot isn't... He doesn't have a Toreador with him to tell him which boot to look for.
Okay. Intelligence investigation.
Intelligence plus aspects. Sure. 3.
Would you like to re-roll any?
Sure. Let's re-roll those 3. 5.
Oh, that ups it to 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Excellent.
Rhys, you wander around the apartment. You feel like you're going in circles. You see the note on the table. You see the light hits a corner of it. And you notice that it doesn't look right. Parts of it are thicker, some of it is thinner. You realize that if you hold it up to the light, there might be more to this note.
He'll go over and he'll be like, Marcus, I need the lights on.
Okay. And he flips the lights on.
He'll, like, hold up the paper to the light.
You can see sort of a blurry message. And it starts to get clearer the longer you hold it up to the light. You realize that this message is heat activated.
Fantastic. Can I tell what it says yet?
Make me... another intelligence investigation.
6.
You are able to parse it. Give me one moment to look up something. You
Just
realize that it is Latin. It is Latin words. Damnatio memoriae vincentur.
Oh boy. Do I speak Latin? I don't know if I would know. Let me see what my... What would that be
You
under?
know someone who speaks Latin.
Marcus. Marcus, there's Latin.
What about Latin? I'm still confused on these shoes. I can't believe somebody would bring in some fucking knockoff brands into my domain.
Rhys is gonna take
Sorry,
a deep breath, and he's gonna walk over with the note to Marcus, and he's gonna be like, "I'm sorry to do this for you," and just like slap him across the face real quick.
Marcus is having a whole autistic freak out right now.
How hard do you
Oh,
slap
baby.
him?
Not, he's not going to actually hurt. He's just trying to get like focus.
He's gonna knock the sense into Marcus.
That's what he's gonna try to do.
Make a strength and brawl roll.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Oh, brawl. Strength. Why do I have brawl? What the hell happened? Oh, thank God. Let me just re-roll some of that real quick.
Okay.
That one. Wow, pathetic. Okay, well, there you go.
You smack Marcus clean across the face. Marcus, you take a point of superficial damage as a bruise forms on your cheek. But with this, your compulsion ends.
Oh, baby, if you wanted to hit me,
Now
we're in the bedroom.
is not the time! Latin, Marcus! Latin!
Oh, Latin? Yeah, hold on. And he just takes it.
You read Latin?
Yeah?
Oh. Fantastic.
Do
And
you know
German and Russian
Latin,
and French.
Marcus?
Yeah, Marcus canonically knows 7 languages: Latin, French, German, Spanish, Russian, Italian, and English.
I will say,
you've
because it
agreed
has
on
been a
this
while,
long
you
time ago.
and all right. Give me intelligence academics to see if you can translate this.
Not my strong suit. I'm gonna blood surge to give me 2 more dice to this.
Okay.
That's a rouse check, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will do the rouse check after I make this roll. I already have it set up.
No, you need to make the rouse check before you make this roll.
Yeah. Rouse check. So hungry.
We have a lot of Italy, yeah. Latin language, but no, I realized a lot of our characters came from like Europe in some form and or fashion.
No, I'm willpower that. No. Not okay. Not happy with that.
We're dumb.
What's up, bitch?
We're dumb, my friend. It's okay. Just allow the dumb.
You squint at it. It's a little bit hard to parse at first. But you are able to figure out one word. Memoriae. Easy. That is memory.
I got one word out of this. I'm still kind of focused in on the shoe. I got memoriae. It's memory.
Very helpful. I need the whole sentence.
know.
Hang on. And he'll, like, pull out his phone. We gotta go find Aleister.
Hold that
Okay.
thought. Aleister, where are you at?
I'm currently in one of the bars downtown, sipping a Bloody Mary, extra blood in the Bloody Mary.
Nice.
Just to help fate the one hunger I have. Because I'm a little peckish. While
Do you mean you are going from 2 down to 1?
I'm on 1 currently.
You cannot slake that last hunger unless you drain somebody completely.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
So you're
Against
just
my
having a light snack.
Yeah, I'm just a bit peckish.
Mhm.
And I'm just enjoying the dances on stage.
Mm-hmm. You see out of the corner of your eye someone walking up to you. Zell.
Enjoying a drink without me?
Oh, hi. Fancy meeting you here.
Well, I do
Care to
recall
join?
even in London, this was one of your most common points.
Well, I do like the atmosphere. It's relaxing.
Yes, it must be very relaxing seeing people tied up to a cross and pole dancing.
He
Pokes a bit on
does
his
like a
drink.
little a nervous little laugh and tries to cough behind his closed fist, hiding like a little slight blush. Is getting flustered. Yeah, it's new to me, and I like it. It's exciting.
You do not need to explain. You should know the circles I travel. I don't judge.
Well, that's true. Care to join?
Zell, Zell sees his phone, Alistair's phone, flash and quirks an eyebrow. You might want to take that. It looks like it might be important.
Hmm. Oh, he picks up his phone
You see a
quickly.
text message from Rhys with many exclamation points.
Very much so.
He replies, "What's wrong?"
You'll get a text back that says, I need to invoke your ability to speak Latin because someone broke into my apartment and is writing letters that are heat activated in Latin.
He'll reply with, "That's cryptic and could be romantic, but also stalkerish. What does it say?"
For me, who doesn't remember, I will just text it out. Thank you, Moon.
Damnatio memoriae vincentur. Or vicentur. Hold on, I gotta figure out how this is. Vincentur.
Memorie?
Damnatio memoriae vicentur. Or vincentur.
My Latin's a bit rusty. Off the table, my Latin's rusty. I know half of that, not all of it. On the table.
Give me intelligence and occult or intelligence academics.
Ooh, beautiful.
Testing, test.
Testing.
Sounds good.
Good. So
You
just
said
roll.
intelligence and
Either occult or academics.
occult or academics.
You should have
Is that
several
with-
points in occult.
Is that with intelligence?
Yes, so you roll intelligence occult or intelligence academics.
Sorry, there's a lot of dots here. Okay, excellent.
You're welcome.
Excellent. I know, but I was also building it up last session too. And you're
I
like, "What
know.
are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm spending points." All right. Okay.
I was helping you. Anyway.
Ooh, 4, 8. Okay, 8. Dice roll. Ooh, critical success, 7 success.
Holy shit,
Any
that's a
messy crit?
beefy roll.
What was that, Moon?
Any messy criticals is any of the criticals on a hunger die.
What does that look like?
It should be a different color to the other dice.
You know what? I'm just going to screenshot and put it in the thing. Boom.
Oof. Okay.
Alright, no, you got a crit, no messy. Aleister,
a
it is
crit, no
clear
messy?
as day. Aleister, it is clear as night or day what this says. Damnatio memoriae vincetur. The damnation of memory will be vanquished.
Zell immediately clocks the shift in Alice's expression. What is going on?
Alistair's mouth was like slack-jawed slightly as he stares at the message. One of my associates has received a message that was pinned to the wall. And this was a message.
Should I also do a roll, Moon?
Unless Aleister explains it.
I was going to explain it.
All right.
And he just, he says what it means.
Zell's expression immediately changes from soft to a more rigid set. He leans over to read this message.
As he's doing that, Aleister's studying his furrowed brows as he's clocking his body language, suspecting he knows something that he doesn't.
So give me investigation and intelligence.
Investigation and intelligence. Let me just do.
Is that for me?
No, for
No, it's
Zell.
It's me. It's me.
Perfect. I needed to clarify that.
Why the fuck do I have Wallace and Gromit in my head?
Where I currently have my cat snoring. It's adorable.
Aqua.
Yes.
Okay.
Cute.
So, what was the roll? Sorry.
Intelligence and investigation.
Investigation.
Okay, intelligence investigation. Oh my god. Get out of my head, Wallace and Gromit. Fuck. Are we including hunger in this one?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me just. I did preliminary rouse
No.
check, so I'm at 2 hunger right now. So
Mm-hmm.
because I was
Same.
previously at 1. All right. Intelligence and
Same, but I didn't get
investigation.
hungry.
Lucky you. Intelligence and investigation. That's a lot of dice.
Excellent.
I'm going to re-roll because that was a bestial failure.
Just a quick check-in here. How's everyone feeling?
Good.
If there's the combination of a certain sin and a certain red sanguine fluid within people's bodies.
Sorry, I was chewing.
Like-
Doing good. I'm always excited when there's threatening Latin. Makes me happy.
It suits the
I'm
song.
putting that in.
Yes.
Sorry,
I'm
what
always
was that?
excited when
Wonderful.
there's threatening Latin.
Okay, that's better. I re-rolled and it is 4 successes. No messies.
Oh my god, well, this is the first big session back, and we've already got 3 good quotes in the bag.
Yeah, 4 successes.
Zell. Alright, Zell, you see something faintly in the image that Rhys has sent of this page. You can't tell quite what it is. It sort of looks like a circle, maybe a few lines. If it were held up to the light or heated up, it would definitely appear clearer.
Aleister, tell your friend to find a light or a heat source.
Okay. Aleister replies asking for, them to heat up the page.
Rhys
bit
will
more.
just kind of like nod and he'll hold it back up to the light to see if that'll do it.
As you hold it up to the light, Rhys, it takes a little bit longer, but you start to see the words become darker, but beneath it, there's another shape. You see a line here, a line there, then a curve, then a circle. By the time the whole image is visible and you send another photo to Aleister, Zell, you see a red sun.
Fucking hell.
What is it? Do you recognize this?
Zell doesn't elaborate at the moment. He just turns to Aleister with a deadly serious look in his eyes. Where is your friend Averjoe?
Oh, I'll have to check in with you. Hold on a second. We'll send a message to Averjoe saying, "Hey bud, just wondering where you are at."
Hold that thought. We're gonna take a quick 10-minute break. Stand up,
Take a break.
get some water, stretch, take any medicine if you need to, grab some food, and we will be back momentarily.
This goes for
Hell
our viewers as well. This
yeah!
is your daily
so
health
hyped!
reminder.
Yes?
as per usual, here's my usual bit of bad advice. You get a no, I'm not gonna say that.
No, no,
I'm sorry.
say it.
I'm
I was gonna say your doctor gave you a 30-day supply of your medicine. Take it all at once, and you'll be good for the month.
no, don't do that.
Now, everybody, we also know that this is very bad advice, so please prepare with
Don't
caution
Ignore
to
it.
ignore the words of Spider Lavore.
Do not listen to any advice that I give you, even if it's actual good advice. Just don't listen
I
to
would
it
like
because
to
you won't be able to
remind
tell the difference.
all of our viewers and all of us playing that technically this is on YouTube. If you don't want us to have issues, please remember what you say. Thank you.
Trust me, I am well aware. Anything I say here isn't anything I wouldn't say on Twitch or YouTube.
But you know you'll say a lot.
Also,
Moon
Also-
has streamed with me. She knows. They know the stuff I'd say.
Steven, I had to mute myself the entire time you went through that fucking monologue with Marcus because it is very rare it happens, but I was full on seagull squawking. I was laughing so fucking hard.
Yeah.
Marcus turned
I
into
could hear you from my
Autismo.
bedroom. You were.
I was laughing
it sounded
so
like-
damn hard.
It sounded like something was squeaking and laughing at the same time.
That was me.
I was like, who is strangling that squeaker toy?
Who is strangling that dog?
No, it wasn't a dog sound. It was like,
I very much appreciate it. I try my best.
Oh my
I was
God.
laughing so damn hard. Like it has been a long time since I've done sessions with I've done a lot of Chronicles for Vampire the Masquerade over the past 12 years I've been playing. A lot. And this is probably one of the funniest scenes I have heard in almost 5 years. I was hissing myself laughing. I was losing it.
My brain short circuited for a second, and it was like, yes, one of my favorite British people. And then the second voice in my head was like, that's not British, you dumb fuck. And I was like, it's not. It's like, no, it's Australian. I was like, oh yeah.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I got that a lot during high school, especially when I was taking French class. My French teacher would literally say, "You have a very British lilt to your voice." It's like, I don't know how the fuck that's possible. I've got Irish in my bloodline.
I think the thing that makes it worse is that I'm American, so it kind of plays into the stereotype of us not knowing fucking shit.
Hold on. No, I need to put this out there right here, right now. You
Put your dick
realize
back
the
in your
Ameri-
pants.
Wait, that means I have to put my pants back on?
Hey, you ready to get
Hey,
pissed on
you-
in this game
hey,
of Smash? You mean that metaphorically, right? Shit, man, why are
I
you
mean,
taking
you-
your pants off?
you were saying
Yes.
It's no
The
pants
US
mercy.
standard the US standard tests for grading average is a lot more stricter compared to every other grading average across the entire world. So the fact
aware
that a
of that.
lot of this stupid American air quote thing that has been going around is surprisingly not all that set in stone, where in reality it just comes from us being way too depressed and way too hard strung with the corporate America that we have to be stuck in, that we numb ourselves to the point of where our brains just stop functioning.
You
know,
put
it
too
feels
many
good
words in
that
there.
a Latino says this rather than a white guy.
Yeah, if Fox. I'm not gonna lie. If Fox had said it, I would have paid even less attention. I love you, man, but I love you, man, but yeah.
no, it was Spider's comment about the British Australian thing is actually not that surprising because we were originally a British colony, but we're no longer a British colony, and yet we still have a freaking king as our our head of state in parliament. So it's a whole conundrum of fuck ups. But I always find it funny when people say I have a British lilt to my voice or accent or whatever because I have no British in my entire bloodline. I have verified this with my father. We have no British. We have American. We have Irish. We have freaking
Yeah,
Maori.
why would you have American? Get rid of that. It's like an STD.
No, you don't get rid of it. You only spread it.
The just to clarify, Spider, my family are direct descendants of John F. Kennedy.
Oh well,
American
hey.
woman.
Well, hey, think about it this way.
So I think we got the early decent American, and then his son had to fuck it up.
Can you please replace RFK Jr.? He has brainworms and he's trying to put autistic people into camps.
Well, think
Yeah,
about this. Think about it this way. His name is his last name is Kennedy. So maybe we can move those brainworms from the inside to the outside, just like we did with the last Kennedy.
Okay, we need to like censor this. Okay.
Yeah, no, I've got like, jeez, what do I have in my bloodline?
Cut that out.
Fuck,
Come on, cut that
I'm
out.
going through my entire genealogy here, thanks to my dad.
Editor,
64
cut that out.
Cherokee.
We're saying editor like someone's gonna actually edit it. No, what's gonna happen is fucking Morgan's gonna send this to me and be like, you did stupid. You're gonna edit it.
Morgan
Yeah,
is the
just-
editor. What are you talking about?
I feel
Yeah,
like
just
Morgan's
put,
just
like,
gonna cut it as soon as Moon says we're gonna go on break. I feel like Morgan's just gonna cut it there and then start it back up when Moon goes, okay, now we're beginning again.
This is
So
your
we'll
friendly
read it.
reminder that I don't cut shit, so if you say shit, it's going on the fucking internet. Don't forget
I
it.
knew it.
I'm
I
okay with
knew
this.
it. Hey,
You know what we
maybe we
should
can
do?
wait.
Much love.
If we get much bigger, we'll cut it out and save it for the Patreon.
I was gonna say
Oh.
what we should do is just replace it with that.
The fucking where'd the duck come from?
I love the duck.
The pond.
I mean, with
Where
the-
else do you think it went from?
Oh, that's what it is. Now I know.
Holes for your soul.
No, we gotta have a
All
unique
right.
censor thing for every person, so that when one of us says something really messed up, it's unique, so everyone knows who's saying the fucked up shit.
All right, we're
Alright,
coming
everyone.
back to it.
It's just bring out your dead.
Why does that tickle my brain so much? I like it.
It does.
Do it
I might
again.
sit
Alright.
here after everything and just ding, ding.
Let's lock back in, guys. Right, so we now go back to the Camarilla, hidden beneath a church tower in the French Quarter. The bell tolls, calling for evening mass, as Averjoe and Ophelia walk into the offices of Prince Silas. He looks up from some papers on his desk. He gives a nod to Ophelia, and then he sees Averjoe standing there. He immediately rises from his seat, eyes wide, though his face remains stoic. Good evening.
Nice to see ya. I brought the geriatric dementia patient.
An elder.
Yes.
Silas stands and quietly steps from around his desk. And sort of approaches almost reverently, as if appraising or standing in awe of a work of art.
Set the scene for me, if you will. What does this place look like? What does he look like? What am I entering?
A house.
Give me a moment. I know I have an NPC look of him somewhere.
And does Averjoe know what clan he is? Was that told to him at any point? Would Ophelia
You-
told him?
Hold on a second.
All good.
You take a look, and you do not like what you see. It's a little. Your mind is a bit too clear, the memory is too fresh. Things seem to layer one on top of the other, but you are able to push them away. No, it's not him. It's not from your past. This is someone like him, but his eyes are warmer. Like a clear blue on a spring day, not icy glaciers. You can immediately tell that this man is Ventru. The way he holds himself, the way he dresses, his expression. But he stares up at you, or he stares at you in wonder, eye to eye. It is an honor.
A small other note. 2 things above board.
Mm-hmm.
Ophelia would have. I don't know if Ophelia would have noticed this. He had been shortened.
She
to-
noticed. She just doesn't care.
However, he has grown about another 6 inches since the other day.
Oh, where did he grow it? No, I get you.
Ha 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 ha.
Fucking
Funny
hell,
joke.
Spider.
Fun.
He
Um,
so
the other
he
thing.
definitely is looking up at you then.
Other thing. Above board. Do you have a name for who he thought he may have seen? Because I don't know what you're referencing, or you're just putting out feelers
Hold
for
on.
me to improv around. Oh,
DM'd.
good.
I love the fact that like
okay,
I love
perfect.
the fact that like it's like Reverend. He's like, oh my goodness, an elder, and Ophelia's like,
Here.
this fucker. This is the dude I beat up on Fridays.
Okay, give me a second.
The room is very finely furnished, if a bit minimal. It clearly speaks to the finer things of life, and you can tell that this guy has several credit cards, but he is very frugal. He has a very sort of like organized aesthetic.
Ah, and what does he say to me?
It's an honor.
Lastly, are there any other people in the room
I mean, I'm here.
besides another player?
You see another young man, a redhead, that with a wave of Silas's hand, sort of his eyes widen. He's almost transfixed for a moment, but he is quickly almost sort of shooed away.
Oh, you don't have to shoo him away. It is a honor to meet a prince such as yourself. I heard that you wanted to make my acquaintance. And he
Please stop doing
leans
this.
in. So, what is it that you wish to know?
He's kind of stunned for a moment, kind of looking at Ophelia like, this is the guy you were bad-mouthing? And
Ophelia kind of sets on her hip and she's like, don't look at me like that. When have I ever been known to respect anybody?
he kind of tuts under his breath and then sort of gestures slowly for the younger man, the redhead, to walk over. You can see that he's tall, lanky, fair-skinned, red hair.
Oh,
Nice nips.
so I heard. Who is this that you have here?
This is my seneschal, Elijah,
Ah,
also my child.
wonderful.
Uh, hello, sir. It's an honor to meet.
Oh. And respectful, too. Wonderful. So, Silas, as your name was told to me, you requested an audience. I assume
I
you just
am-
didn't want tea.
I won't lie. I could go for a nice cuppa, but no. I am sure you are familiar with the saying, seeing is believing. When I heard that there was an elder, possibly a Methuselah, within the walls of this city, I was dumbstruck. Of course, it is an honor to have you here to grace this city and these halls, but I am sure that you are also well aware of the dangers that it brings.
Do I bring danger to your doorstep, child?
Frequently.
Real quick, he will turn around and you'll see for a moment that a flash of red starts to swirl into his eyes at Ophelia for just a moment, almost tempted to use his powers. But Ophelia, my
Don't say friend. Say literally
companion.
anything but friend. There we go.
I would request you do not speak such flippant words for now.
Okay, use English. All right, flip it. The fuck are you talking about?
Silas, you'll have to excuse my language at times. You speak blunt words, and I would request that you do not speak so rashly while we are in...
Ophelia, you have been given an order, and your beast does not like that.
She starts
He wants blunt. You'll give
Oh.
him blunt.
I didn't say blunt.
You want...
Said the opposite. I want...
Yeah, but you
speak so
basically told
rashly.
her, don't be blunt.
Oh, he doesn't want blunt?
He doesn't
You'll
want
give
blunt.
him what blunt really means.
There you go. That's right.
She's rebelling against you.
Perfect. Yes.
Oh, so
Love it.
you want blunt, asshole. What about all the times you brought us trouble? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What about when you... Oh, you motherfucker. You're lucky you saved Molly from that slasher dude.
So
'Cause I swear to fuck.
Let her
this is as
speak.
far as it goes before he can accept this. He will use compel to silence her.
All
Ooh,
right.
pad thai.
Two things out of care, like above board. I always love when you like Spider. Love it. It's your character. Yes. Averjoe can't accept this right now, so he's going to use powers against you.
Oh, understandable. I get that.
Yeah. All right. Just so we're clear.
Ophelia's not going to be happy about it.
No, but I've got plans for that.
Are you sure?
We'll see. It all
Every
depends
time
on
you
the
say
dice.
Every time you say I have plans for that, it usually ends with you injured.
Hey, that's how it be. I don't want to take your agency away as a player, but I gotta play the character as it is.
Oh yeah. As do
As you
I.
do.
Yeah, but high chance.
Just a
of that.
simple compel. This is not something that he's gonna do. So
Ophelia, do you resist?
Yes, and she has she does have unswayable mind because of
Ooh,
her
what does that do?
fortitude. It adds her fortitude checks to resist methods to sway the character's mind against their will, including the supernatural.
Ooh, hell yeah! Love it!
Literally,
Incredible.
she is so headstrong
say-
that she cannot be.
Let me see.
It's a fortitude thing. So
I will say, since all dice rolls are under a -2 penalty, but it is still related to rebellion, you may add half your fortitude.
all right,
Ooh.
I add 1. All right, cool.
Charisma and dominate.
What do I need to
First-
roll to resist?
So you have an. I'm just using a simple compel. Intelligence resolve is your pool, plus the
Alright.
fortitude, minus charisma and dominate.
All
Charisma
right.
is all right. 10 dice.
All right, so it's. You said intelligence and resolve plus
Yes.
fortitude?
Mm-hmm.
Plus half of fortitude.
2 successes. Because if we
Alright.
take away one of the fortitudes, 2 successes.
All right.
I'm going to re-roll 3 of those to. Okay, so 4 successes. There we go.
I have 6 successes.
That's fair. I expected as much.
Yeah. Sorry, this is my domain.
Averjoe, what do you say to compel Ophelia?
Ophelia. He looks over to Ophelia. Ophelia, I respect your station as a companion and wise woman of your station. But I will ask you not to speak out of turn unless you feel I have made a major misstep in my calculations. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Ophelia will
So,
be quiet, but.
hold that thought.
Oh.
Compel is a simple order. If you wanted
Yes,
to
it
do
is.
something more complex, it would have to be mesmerize. Dumb it down. What exactly, in the most minute amount of words, do you want her to do?
Dumb it down, Genius
I
Zombie.
don't want to. All right, above board.
You don't want to say
It will
what
have
you
the
need
same
to
effects,
say.
but your speech still stands.
Okay,
You-
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Above board, I do not want to silence you, but that is the closest I can think of as a one-word command. I don't want to take away your agency as a player, but I don't want you to go on a tirade.
No, I'm just laughing because the only way
what's
he
the
could really
closest
do
word?
it is just by saying
Hold on.
this, shut up.
Here, I have a solution.
Introspection.
Be quiet. Be quiet unless you have a point.
Yes.
That
Be
works.
quiet unless you have a point to make.
If
That's
any of
broad.
you have, if
I
any
know
of
you
you
can
have
wiggle around
seen,
that.
like, or played Doom the Dark Ages, Ophelia quiets, but it's definitely that moment of where she is fighting back against it, and she kind of slams her fist into the wall, just.
Perfect. And
She is. You can know under her eye patch, it is quickly going black.
Not an issue in his head for the moment, turns back. Sorry, Silas, for that outburst of my counsel. What were you saying again? I seem to have forgotten.
your presence. It's an honor to have you in this city, but you're well aware of the danger that it can bring to other kindred.
Say I didn't know. What would you tell me?
He kind of takes a breath and pulls over a small file, and he opens it. There have been multiple attacks on members of our division and within the Anarch territories. As far as the Hounds report, kind of like rolls his eyes internally, there have been 5 in the last 2 weeks. Each one of them are either young and non-fatal, or some of our older members and fatal. A few fledglings have been left without a sire.
Ah. Trivial pickings. They must not be that much of an issue for one such as yourself. You'll have to excuse my manners as somebody who does not live within the Camarilla structure consistently. I do not know how old you are or who you are, so please ingratiate yourself to me so that I may know your name and know who you are, besides that of just a simple, trivial prince of New Orleans.
He kind of straightens up and folds his hands on the table. I am Prince Silas Danig. I am 350 years kindred, Generation 9. I moved here to New Orleans to escape the ravages of the sect war in Ireland.
My condolences, my child, that you have seen such hardship in your time. Tell me, what is your saddest memory of that time?
He kind of closes his eyes and looks to Elijah, who kind of bows his head and sort of quietly slinks out of the room.
No. He can stay for this.
I don't. I'm quite alright heading out.
No,
It
I would
is
like you
not.
to stay for this. You have given permission by myself. Though I may ask of your prince, Silas, I apologize if I am intruding on your authority. I do not wish to underhand it. I only wish to have an audience, for I am not seen by those of such high status that often anymore, and I appreciate the company.
He kind of holds up a hand, like, to say it's alright. And he sort of straightens up. Elijah is not of my blood. We do share the same clan. But my first child was killed during the sect war. He kind of composes himself for a moment.
Elijah.
She was my fiancée.
Oh, a lover. Oh.
It was foolish. But he kind of shakes his head. It is in the past.
Everything is in the past, is it not? That is our nature. He looks back at Ophelia. Give me one moment with my counsel, as I wish to confer for but a moment. Your words are stories beautiful and important. Forgive me for this momentary lapse. May that which I may come back and give you visions and words of future folly and future ascendance.
He kind of looks confused, but gives a nod, giving you excuse, giving you you are excused.
Mhm. He walks to the side and puts his hand on Ophelia, guiding her, if she allows.
Like as he goes to do it, she'll brush his hand. She'll like slap his hand away and like follow him.
He leans back and says, "As expected of a Bruja," and then leans back in.
She snarls. Her other eye, sclera, is starting to seep that black into it.
We walk to a secluded area so that hopefully, in quotations, nobody can hear us. It leans in. Hello there. My apologies. But I told you I have a reputation to uphold. But I have spoken genuinely that I do need your counsel.
Oh, you're so high and fucking mighty. What do you need my counsel for, elder asshole? I should fucking skin you where you stand. You know better than to put a charm on me.
You're correct. However, I'm going to shoot straight with you. We should have had this conversation before we entered this room, but now we're having it. I can erase all issues that you would have with Molly right now from the prince and have the focus put somewhere else. I came into this room intending to charm and manipulate the entire room, including yourself, into forgetting every single thing, whether it be intentional or accidental. But I plan intentionally to take the heat from the people who work in the ivory towers by using my own status while I still have it in the moment, which again, I appreciate you giving me a little bit of feeding so I could keep my mind about me for this meeting. I just ask you, what do you truly hope will happen when we exit this chamber? What is your hope and ambition, so that I may hopefully take it into consideration, if not use it as a guide for my own?
Oh, like you fucking care.
I do! That rings out.
Ophelia doesn't break her gaze at him. Ophelia is genuinely pissed. She does not like compulsions and whatnot. It leaves a bad taste in her mouth from when she was in the Camarilla in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
So this is basically the equivalent of like you did like the possible worst thing that you killed. You
Oh.
basically did the equivalent of killing her dog to her.
I know. It's so good.
You fucked her wife.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know if we went that far. Well,
You
actually,
fucked my wife,
yeah.
Joe.
With how many people fucked your wife, yeah, that makes sense.
Hey yo, hey.
Hey, she's a prostitute.
You fucked my wife, Joe. Now you must die.
But dialing back in.
Yes.
The last words I said were "I do," which rung out through the entire chamber.
You aren't acting like it. I understand you have a reputation to uphold. I understand that certain things must be done. But had you spoken to me beforehand instead of being caught off in your typical fucking La La Land, I might have simply just complied. But now that you've gone ahead and broken a very, very vital rule with me, do what you have to do. You are keeping my memory intact, but you do what you have to do. But after this, I should tear you asunder.
If that is what you must do, then we will deal with it. But look at me and know that I will not use my ability on you in this moment. Look at me.
And I will not. You have broken a deep line of trust, Joe. You were supposed to be my friend, my ally.
Ophelia, shut your mouth for one moment. The only thing I have ever done in this entire meeting is have your lover, Molly, in the forefront of my mind. Everything I do, you told me one thing. Do not compromise your ability to protect Molly. I am doing that by using every single tool that I have. And I will continue to do it continually. So I will command you to do whatever I need you to do to make sure that Molly is safe. Do you understand?
Do what you have to do.
Good.
Let's just get this done. I don't want to.
So I will ask you now, what is your hope when leaving this? Execute the idea of what you feel for me. With this prince, you have already made it clear that you are the one with the most power in this city. But they are still a thorn, and I am on your side when it comes to your lover. I think she is pure. I think she needs to be protected, and I will use my tools and my ability to make sure that is true. So, when we leave this room, what is your hope?
My hope. Fine. I want Niall dead. He spoke out of turn. I am not a fair. I don't stand for that. And while he may have gotten his punishment, it was not done by me. As such, it was not thorough. Yeah, you can hear her. She's starting to lose herself.
Okay, give me a second. Man, I love the fact that we are dichotom, like, besides fortitude, our skill sets are completely opposite. So if we use them on each other, it's completely like it's so good. It's so good.
You can hypnotize me incredibly easily at the
Yeah.
moment, but I can beat the shit out of you.
Abso-fucking-lutely. I have Panacea, which is calming, right? Hey, Rise. What's Panacea again?
It is a calming, isn't it, Moon?
Yeah, Panacea
Yes.
is an Auspex.
Alright,
Let me just see if it has a
Yeah. I got the book right next to me.
one
I'm gonna
rouse
look at
check.
it.
Ha, nerd, you read.
No opposing. pool.
Aha!
But Yori, what are you talking about? Also, I
I can't
foresee
read.
another disintegrated jaw for Averjoe from this.
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
What are you talking
100%.
about?
What are you talking about?
Wait, y'all
Oh,
can read?
Steven,
Bro, are you good?
he is
It's
toasted.
so good. Oh man,
You're
I'm
drunk
eating
off
this shit
Moscato.
Yeah,
I
were you
drank
not
a
paying
whole
attention?
bottle.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
we're-
did
we're
I
not-
with a beer
Right.
too. We're good. I'm chilling.
Hold on. How much
I can
is
hold
this?
my liquor better than the.
My guy, I feel like we're gonna be skipping Rise and
I'm
Marcus's
fine.
scene. No,
I'm
you are
good.
not, my dude. You are slurring hard.
Steven, you sound
I
like
am not
TV
slurring.
sitcom. You sound like TV sitcom drunk.
What?
Yeah.
How
I
am I
am not
doing,
white
by the way,
woman drunk.
guys?
You fuck off.
You are.
You are.
You
Question.
are.
Am I doing all right?
You are doing.
Yes, you
You're
are
doing
fine.
okay.
Oh, thank you.
You're
I'm-
kind of like me. You're a bead pole. I'm small, but we have surprisingly decent alcohol tolerances. Steven just drank a lot, even for
Look,
his.
I have a
his
brother who is a
black.
I think this is
No. he's a bear. He's a big guy. He's like
Moscato
not-
isn't even a strong wine.
y'all good. All right, let's dial in for a second because I love this scene and I want anybody else to have some scenes tonight. And this is a long one.
Okay, yeah.
So let's dial in just for a moment.
Hang on, I got it.
Panacea. What's Panacea?
Panacea's calming has no opposing pool and is Auspex and composure. Heals willpower and calms the nerves. Requires one rouse check.
All right, let's make that rouse check real quick.
Let's make
Because
that arousal check.
Rouse check. I am getting hungry. I'm at hunger 2 now. I will tell you that, what was it? It was composure and what?
Auspex.
All right, that's not my biggest pool. What's the opposing pool?
There is
No
none.
opposing? Oh, okay. Hey,
Moon might make one. I don't know. What do you think? Would there be an opposing one since Ophelia's
Ophelia.
kind of losing herself to the bull, which is kind of prominent? But I leave it up to you. It's just a thought.
Make a quick willpower roll.
Willpower roll. Alright, cool.
I have a dice pool
willpower.
of 5.
Let's see.
Ooh,
No
hunger.
successes on my end, so
Ooh,
that might be pretty
that
good
gives
for
me
Joe.
that gives me a good idea. All right, 2 successes.
Does it work, Moon?
DM, may I give? Since I got 2 successes, may I?
May I what? Sorry?
Ma-
I'm low-key distracted by certain things.
Oh,
What are you doing?
I have 2 successes. Ophelia has 0. May I take control for but a moment?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Ophelia, I think you see in this moment, I won't tell you how you feel, but you know mechanically what we've done.
Yeah.
You see the kind face of Averjoe trying to bridge a gap that he has to do in this moment and is expending the resources that he has at his own ability, at his own hands grasp, and he wants to do what is right for you and the people you love by all by any means necessary, even if that means breaking your trust, he is trying to do what is good for the person you care about the most. Because that is what you told him at the beginning of this. Do not endanger Molly. So he's trying to do quite the opposite. He is trying to protect her.
You will definitely see that she starts calming down, but if you were to like look under it, but you could probably just tell.
Yeah.
It's still, the other eye is still completely black. She's still fighting it, but she's a little more in control now. And just you tell him to give me Niles.
Niles.
The guard
Above
who
board,
walked
who's
us in.
Niles again? Is it it's
The
it's
The
dude-
hound that
The hound.
threatened her.
Gotcha. Perfect.
the dick nugget?
I'll do you one better. I'll make it so he doesn't even owe either of us for this. He'll just
Go on.
disappear fighting a war that your prince. My apologies, I misspoke. The prince thinks he has to fight, which he.
As long as I get to put the fucker down.
That will be up to you. I'll just give you a chance.
Easily. And she catches her breath and she's like, I don't have much time before I lose control. Do what you have to do.
Understood. I have to take a pee break, so feel free to switch the scenes for a moment.
Are you just gonna go piss straight up?
Yeah, no. He'll turn around. Silas, I have finally gotten gracious counsel from my friend. And then he catches himself. My counsel here. I have words to speak of your future. And now I go
After
pee.
the commercial break.
Yeah, gestures for you to come in. We cut back to Aleister and Zell. Aleister, you have received no reply from Averjoe as of yet.
He must be busy.
Doing Joshings.
Well, while we wait, what have you been up to?
Zell conflicts with himself for a little bit and knows that this is something that cannot wait. So you have no way to contact your friend at this point.
I can try calling. Perhaps
Does
that
he-
could work.
Does he answer phones? I mean, I know he's a Methuselah, but I don't think they're quite tech savvy.
No, not often, no. Sometimes he loses things. Memories, objects, people. It's like a reverse Where's Wally.
That's going in quotes. Please, somebody put that in. That's beautiful.
I know what a Wally is because I watched a video on it.
I feel this is something that can't wait, and unfortunately, I cannot explain the details in full until we have him here. All I can tell you is that this involves him.
I have an idea. I think I can track his phone's location.
Zell quirks an eyebrow at him. Since when were you able to do that?
I've watched a few shows and read a few documents on some technology. I need to stay with some of the times.
Would he even have his location on?
One way to find out. Aleister,
If Averjoe is back or able to type, what kind
I'm back.
of phone does he have?
We've established that it's a Nokia.
Oh my!
Fucking
I was about
no,
to call
No,
Nokia.
no.
What if
We've
it's a Motorola
modified-
graphite?
So
Motorola
modified
graphite.
Nokia.
See,
It is
Motorola
modified
still
Nokia that can
exists. I don't
receive
even know
text and
anymore.
video.
I haven't had a Motorola since I was 25.
I keep forgetting you're like a lot older than you look. No. Hang on. I've got the perfect phone. I have
I'm
the perfect.
38.
Aw.
I was probably 17 when I had a Nokia.
There's Joe's phone. I keep saying Motorola
18.
graphite. Motorola graphite.
Oh my god, that's literally like my high school phone.
It is a. I have established that it is a flip phone at the bare minimum. So
Hang on,
try
hang on.
again, even though I love it.
I'm
Hang on,
sorry.
I'm looking up early 2000s flip phone.
Oh my god! Wait.
Oh,
Let
wait.
me see.
Need a motherfucker
Let me
to
see if I can
test
find.
my
Let me see if I can find my
Nokia.
old.
Technically, the
Hang
oldest
on.
one is the Motorola StarTAC, which was released in 1996 and widely considered the
that-
very first flip phone.
Hey,
That's
I used
Joe's
to have
phone.
that in purple.
That's Joe's phone.
I used to
Oh
have that
my-
in purple.
Oh my god!
Yeah, the Motorola
Alright.
flip phone.
Lock
Oh,
in.
Oh
All
my
right,
god!
Rise, you got it.
Way to make me feel old. Like freaking hell! I'm not even 40 yet.
Aleister, you quickly realize this phone is unable to be tracked.
Aleister puts his phone down and looks at Zell. Well, I think Averjoe needs to get with the times more. He must have a really old phone.
Zell rubs his eyebrows. Is there anyone he has contact with on a regular basis that we may be able to speak to?
There you go.
Maybe
no.
maybe Ophelia or
No.
Ryan.
Someone who's less likely to punch me in the gut. Would be preferable.
Rise might.
Rise, I actually would agree with you. I actually get along with him. Plus, we have a arrangement we need to take care of.
All right. Well, I'll give Rise a quick message and find out where he's at.
I'd like to,
Aleister,
above board, remind that Rise sent a text message and hasn't heard an answer back and is currently at home freaking out.
Oh boy.
right. Aleister would respond back with, "We'll come to you. Where's your location?"
Oh my god. Okay, this is getting serious. He'll text back, I'm at my apartment, and then send the address.
Aleister will stand up and say, "All right, let's go to Rise's house. We'll talk in person there."
Zell follows Aleister out.
Alright. You head over to the apartments where Rhys and Marcus are now sort of putting things back together after they were documented. So after you document all of the evidence and sort of take stock of anything else that was missing or left behind, you are now just sort of sitting around waiting for these two.
Since Aleister is most likely still trying to get a hold of anyone who could possibly be in contact with Averjoe, Zell decides to walk into the apartment first.
Rhys will like peek over because he hears someone walk in. Alice is not Aleister. Zell.
Zell quirks an eyebrow at the scene. He can see that it's clearly not in full a fully reorganized state as of yet, but he can tell that it's clearly been ransacked. And then he glances over at Marcus and has a very quizzical expression on his face. Why is Mr. Payne ranting about knockoff boots?
Please don't ask. I don't need him to go back into a rant. It's better that way.
These motherfucking boots.
Please sit down. Sit down and put my couch back where it belongs. You're so strong. You can do that, can't you?
I mean, anything for my boyfriend, so...
Thank you. And he'll like look back at Zell. It's been a long night of boots rearranging furniture. So, why are you here, by the way?
I need to get in contact with your friend Averjoe, but he seems to be MIA at the moment. Aleister's just outside, still trying to get any kind of contact, but...
Well, if he's where I think he is, you're not gonna reach him.
What do you mean?
Well, let's just say the place he went, you can't really have anything on you. They take it all from you. So, no phones,
Zell-
nothing like that.
Zell immediately puts two and two together and he curses under his breath. It's not good.
You want to tell me what's going on? I texted Aleister about some Latin we found, and then a symbol on it. I didn't hear a word back. And then you show up at my apartment with Aleister? What's going on?
Zell looks at Rhys with a very grave expression on his face. How much do you know about First Light?
The blank expression on Rhys's face should say it all.
The document that you showed Aleister, I was the one who told him to tell you to hold it to the light. The fact
So-
that symbol was invisible ink means the I'm going to be very blunt. If Averjoe is where I think he is, and they're trying to track his movements, everyone is fucked.
You want to explain why?
That document is linked to a splinter group known as the Red Dawn.
Oh, good.
The Red Dawn were originally part of First Light. First Light is one of the main US branches of the Second Inquisition.
Fuck. So, you're telling me the hunters are after him?
Damniato Memoriae. Damnation of Memory. Isn't that the moniker that your friend has? Due to his status as a Methuselah?
Rhys kind of
The
like...
Devourer of Memories. That would be a very potent lure for the Inquisition to have.
Rhys will kind of like pause. I don't know about any moniker. I just know him as Averjoe. But if what you say is true, isn't he in the safest place he could be? There's no way the Inquisition will know where they are.
He takes out a black manila folder and opens it up. He quickly skims through the document just to re-verify its contents. He opens it up to the very first page and holds the folder open for both Rhys and Marcus to see. Faintly printed in the background of this page is the symbol of the Red Dawn.
The red sun.
What is this? Where did you get
This-
this?
While I was looking at intel concerning Kingmaker, I came across an encrypted document from the Second Inquisition. More precisely, First Light, and indirectly the Society of St. Leopold. I had a contact who is specialized in black hacking and decode it and send it to me. It's called Operation Blank Slate. In the simplest terms, it's a detailed plan to hunt down any connections to the governing bodies of Kindred, including the Camarilla, and destroy the target after they get that information. Damniato Memoriae was one of the names listed as a target in these documents.
But-
I don't think I need to elaborate how fucked we all will be if they get their hands on Averjoe.
What the? But why? I don't understand. I know the Second Inquisition, but aren't they just here to eradicate kindred all kind? What exactly do they want Averjoe for?
This is the first time you see Zell frustrated with the supposed ignorance of the people in front of him. If ignorance was a virtue, you would be a fucking saint at this point, Rhys. Averjoe is the oldest out of all of us, which means the information he has within his memories could link the entirety of our race, of our kind, to the Inquisition. They get their hands on Averjoe, they have a key to single-handedly wipe out every single one of us. It'll be a full-blown genocide.
Holy shit. You mean he's like Professor Xavier?
He's a Methuselah.
Ha!
He is a devourer of memories. Someone that old would have a wealth of information and secrets that they would want to get their hands on concerning us.
Rhys will kind of just like sit down for a second thinking. I don't know how to get in contact with them. I mean, the only thing I can think of is I know that it wouldn't work. Averjoe's no longer connected. He and Sylvia talked about the web. And I would assume you could tug at that, but he's never connected to it anymore. I don't know how else to find them.
It's not just him that's in danger. The contingency plan that they have in place, if they can't get their hands on Averjoe, is to apprehend any links to the target to lure him out.
Oh, fuck.
This is why it is important this gets to him. He is your elder, which means he'll know every one of you intimately, whether you like it or not. That information in the Inquisition's hands could spell our extinction.
I don't know any connections to him or Ophelia right now. I mean, shit, who would know?
Zell turns to Marcus. Mr. Payne, do you have any possible idea
He kind of fidgets for a moment and is like, "How? What? Yeah, maybe Molly might know? She might know where they are."
Zell frowns slightly. Ophelia's fiance?
Didn't they go together?
Rhys will kind of stand up.
If Averjoe went with Ophelia, then Molly would know where Ophelia was going.
You think Ophelia would tell her where to find the... He, like, glances at Zell, then back at Marcus. You know.
Ophelia and Joe left us at the same time, so they went out hunting, last we heard. But didn't they also... And Molly, she tells Molly everything.
Ophelia's not gonna like if we put Molly in danger. I don't think... We can check. Let me text her, but...
You will remember.
You really think that...
Yes.
Anyway.
I just
Fox,
don't
what's going on?
even care.
Fox?
Fox, what are you doing?
Oh shit! Sorry,
You weren't muted.
I was practicing, and I'm.
Anyway.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Rhys will, you know, pick up the phone and call Molly. Oh my god.
Hello, broken.
Molly, it's Rhys. I have a question for you.
Oh, hi, Rhys. What's up?
We have to find Ophelia and Averjoe. I know where they went. I know where they were supposed to go, but I don't know where that place is. And I wanted to know if Ophelia happened to tell you the address.
Give me a moment. Well, she didn't really exactly say where she was going. Last I saw, they passed by. I think they were heading further into the French Quarter?
Alright, close enough. I know when we get close, they'll find us. Thanks, Molly. And stay inside with the others tonight.
I'm
as
running
best
the
you can.
bar, so...
Fantastic. Bad shit's going down, as usual. So, I'll find them.
There was one more thing
Yeah?
that was kind of weird. A guy stopped in earlier, and he had long hair, and he and Ophelia kind of argued for a second, and then she said she was going out. That's when she came back with Averjoe, and then she went out to see you guys, but I don't know where they are right now. She looked really mad, though.
Great. Great. She's pissed going to see him. That's always a great start. Thank you, Molly. I will hopefully reach back out as soon as we find them. I appreciate it.
Of course. Sorry
Wait.
I couldn't tell you guys more.
Is Molly? This is Marcus speaking to himself, just loud enough for everybody to hear. Do you think they share locations on their phone?
Molly? Do you happen to know if Ophelia shares her location with you?
I don't know, Ophelia, does she?
Spider?
I've been muted again. I'm gonna throw myself off the lanai. They do have a Life 360 because Ophelia wants to make sure that, like, Molly gets home safe and stuff like that.
Aww.
That's so good. That's so good.
But is that function turned on for Ophelia?
Always.
Life 360 goes both ways.
Yep.
Alright. Oh, yeah, we've got the Life 360 app. Give me a second.
Thank you.
You kind of hear, like, her tapping on the screen. Oh, yeah, middle of French Quarter, kind of like hovering around, like, the clock tower? Or, like, some kind of church tower.
Got you. Alright, we're heading to the French Quarter. Marcus, bring guns, plural, just in case.
We going in guns blazing, or are we gonna be
We
nice
are
about
not
this?
going in guns blazing unless the Inquisition shows up.
I'm packing
don't-
for both.
We don't know what may happen, but it's best to have at least some sort of contingency plan. Especially if we're going to be going into the core of the Camarilla.
Oh, didn't think they were still around. But yeah, he'll look over at Zell. And I'm assuming you have something on you.
Zell calmly lifts up his coat and reveals a magnum python tucked neatly inside.
That'll
Does that
do.
answer your question?
Good enough. Alright. We gotta get going fast, because who knows how long they've been there, and we should probably tell them about this ASAP.
Or at least how long it'll
Alright.
be until Ophelia snaps.
Fair.
We're taking baby. Let's go.
Who or what is baby?
I was thinking the car.
Yeah. It's more
I thought it was right.
Wow.
Alright. I need you to do two things for me, Marcus.
Yes,
I need you to roll me, firstly, a composure and drive,
Okay.
and then a wits awareness.
That makes me nervous.
I
We're
love
on
it.
drive composure.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to bludge sir. I'm gonna do that roll for rouse. 3 hunger. Blood surge, wits awareness.
All right. You see, you get in the car. You pack everyone in. Who's riding where?
I will show the car that we are taking. This does fit 5 people.
Excellent.
Marcus is driving.
Of course.
Who's sitting shotgun?
Probably Rhys.
Zell and Aleister in the back?
Sounds
Of
good.
course.
All right. You all get in the car. You start driving. Marcus, you know your way through the streets pretty well. You keep your eyes on the road. You are focused on getting to your destination. You do notice.
We can hear the TV in the back room, Steven.
Can you lower the TV a little bit?
You do notice that there's another car not long after it starts to follow you. It suddenly speeds up and makes a swerve at you.
Evasive
You have
maneuvers.
moments to hold on. You have moments to react. You see time slow. You see these men. You can tell that they're men. No one would have muscles like those, or stupid tattoos like that. They have masks over their faces. One of them is leaning out the window, holding a crossbow. 2 of them have guns in the back. On the crossbow is a metal stake. And with that, we're going to move over to Averjoe as you re-enter the room. Muted, by the way.
Yeah. All right. First off, as he leaves the conversation with Ophelia, he is going to blood surge.
Mm-hmm.
What does blood surging do again? Give you 3 extra dice, right? Or what?
Yes, depending on blood potency.
I think for me it was 3. Mechanically, I think I'm like I don't remember. Is that okay? 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So this is a very important rouse check, so I'm going to roll it in front of you guys. Specifically for Averjoe, because he is at Hunger 2 now, which I will tell you, Hunger 2, it's alright, but Hunger 3 is when his memory starts to slip. So here we go. Hi there.
Hello.
Drum roll, please.
Don't ever fucking do that again.
That is a 6. So anything above 5 is a success.
Mm-hmm. Looks good.
So he succeeds on his rouse check. So he does not get
Excellent.
hungrier, which is very good for us.
All right.
So he will go back to Silas. Ah, Silas. Ah, like I said before, I had great counselship with the Bruja that you had been so keen on knowing. There's only great things she's told me about you.
I see.
Above board, real quick. What was the name of the hound? The fucker?
Niall.
Niall. Also, Ophelia. Okay, you know what? Yeah.
Who has the crushed windpipe? That's the
Yeah,
one, right?
Niall.
Niall Rise.
Ophelia has spoken
Niall
nothing but
Rays.
good things about you, Ophelia. What the fuck?
Yeah. Now rise. All right, that's the one with the crushed windpipe. The one right next to us
Yes.
is not Silas, but who's the other name?
Elijah, his seneschal
Elijah.
and childer.
Perfect. Silas. After conferring, I have great things to tell you. But first, I am nothing if not gracious and understanding. Is there anything you would ask of me before I give you parts of your fate? As a Macavian myself, I am versed in this.
I would ask of you to be aware of this threat. Hunters are a constant threat to us kindred, but to lose an elder, it is a devastating blow to us.
I would ask something. How many have you lost to these? I know you spoke of it, but I am old. And sometimes my memory fails me, so say it again. How many have you lost?
We have lost 3.
Generations.
1 ancile, 2 neonate.
Ah, unfortunate to lose children so young. Such a large life ahead of them. You said you lost your lover. I ask you once more for one thing before I give you your fate.
And
what is
what
Elijah?
is that?
What is Elijah to you? And speak truthfully, for I will know if you speak lies to me. I'm okay if you make me roll for this, because he seriously doesn't have this ability.
He takes a moment. I will have you roll insight for this. So wit's insight.
All right, wits is 2, insight is 3. So dice pool of 5 with a hunger of 2. Good. I'm serious, guys. With how I play this guy, if I had increased his hunger to 3, we would be in big trouble for small things. All right. BTM. Heh. Try. All right. Dice pool of 5, hunger of 2. Not rouse check. Roll. Because I have 5. Because I blood. Because that was a failure. But I didn't include my rouse, like my blood surge. Does that still add 3 dice to this?
Yes. You can re-roll if you did it incorrectly.
All right, thank you. I appreciate you. 8. All right, 2 hunger. Reroll. 3 successes.
He got 5 successes. As
I'm
far
not
as you
gonna
can
reroll
tell,
anything.
as far as you can tell, what he says is the truth, and he is speaking earnestly.
All right. What is Elijah to you?
In all but blood, he's almost like a son to me. He is a bright young man.
So
He will
would
make
say?
a fine prince of any domain someday.
You speak true. Silas, this is the last question. What do you want to know?
He kind of frowns for a moment. I wish to know the name of whomever burned. No, wait, no. Not that.
All good.
What would he want to know?
And that is why I am the most troublesome player you have. I make you ask questions in introspect about everything you have ever thought. Ah.
I want to know the origin of this plague that haunts New Orleans. I want to know if this cure being toted is viable.
Above board, do I know what this cure is? Do I know what he's talking about?
He is speaking about the blood plague.
Yes,
And he
I
is
know that.
asking if the medicine that Kingmaker invented is effective.
I'm an asshole. All right, let's go.
That laugh.
Meldro looks in his eyes.
Not Meldro.
Fuck. Sorry.
That's your Dungeons and Dragons character, my friend.
Averjoe leans in. I have the answers you seek. And I will tell it to both you and Elijah, so come close.
He nods and gestures to Elijah to come closer.
All right. Do I have both of their eye contact?
Yes, both of their eyes are on you.
Perfect. Okay. So, we'll get into the role play, but mechanically, he is about to use mass manipulation, and he is going to use Forgetful Mind on the both of them.
Go ahead. They may try to resist.
By all means. I asked you to look it up, so mechanically, what am I rolling? I know I'm doing a rouse. Am I doing 2 rouse checks or just 1? I'm not sure on mass manipulation because this is the first time I'm using it.
I'll just say 1 for now.
All right.
Is this a level 5 power?
Yes, it is.
Give me a moment.
No problem.
Dominate. Mass manipulation. 1 arouse check in addition to the power it's added on to. So it is 1 rouse checked.
Okay, so I'm using it on both Elijah and Silas in this moment. I'm using Forgetful Mind to rewrite their memories of this. All right, here goes the rouse check. Again, a very... And unfortunately for you, Spider, I'm...
What are you doing to me? Oh, you motherfucker.
That's a 3.
I'm
He
gonna
gets
take that.
hungrier.
I'm gonna take that
The
tug of yours.
clouds, Spider. The clouds of memory start to swirl. That fog starts to creep in just a little bit more. Things are being overlaid again, like an after image. You shake it away briefly.
And so, Forgetful Mind, I'm using Manipulation plus Dominate, which I'll roll that on my thing. I've got a hunger of 3 now. All right. Plus, I have 3 dice, so that's a dice pool of 13. Gotta love what I'm built for. All right, here we go. Roll. Hey there. So, I'm just gonna put this. Just gonna real quick.
Show me. How many? How
That's
many?
all crit?
That is a messy critical with 12 successes.
Jesus, cuck.
You feel as your power fills this space. You feel the brief walls as they try to erect some kind of defense, but you wash it over it like a you wash over it as easily as the tide does a sand castle. They crumble to your will. What you say next is reality itself.
Especially since I've got Rationalize. Hell yeah. Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. Fuck.
Men in black, these
Silas.
bitches.
Silas. Elijah. From this point forward, your memory is mine. You no longer, Silas, remember that you lost someone so important to you. That is gone. It is mine, and it will continue to be mine forevermore. Demento memore. Elijah, he is yours. Both of you no longer remember 5 or 3 or 7 being taken by the Inquisition. The numbers are blurred. The facts are skewed. Your influence challenged. They have been taken. You're right. Having someone like me in this town is an issue for your control. Especially since a Methuselah has already been taken by the Inquisition already in your town. It seems that the war, that every single elder like me is trying to avoid or run away from or go to, is in your backyard. Rally your forces, because the war, the Gehenna War, is not anywhere else but here. It is your life now. And I am an issue just as much, but yet you care as much for me as you do for Elijah. So, the Anarchs are not the issue and never will be, for as far as you hold this domain, they are but paltry, a tool to be used against the Inquisition, who have rallied in the thousands and are everywhere. They are coming. You know it to be true. And many of my kind, elders alike, will rally behind you. Because here is where the war is fought and won. And he will release them.
They are trembling by the time you finish. Their eyes, though they remain composed, their eyes dart about the room. And Elijah almost looks on the verge of tears, but Silas, his face becomes stone cold. When you leave, could you kindly send in my hound? I need to have some words with him about these reports.
Silas, my boy, I would love nothing more than to help you. And if there is anything that you need, because you are very, very important to the future of our kind, please ask it of me, and I will make sure that you have someone or something backing you.
Miss Daniels, if this was in your domain, and this was your subordinate, what would be the punishment?
They have gone against my will, spoken against me, and done things to make themselves appear in a better light. I can't trust somebody like that to not betray me behind my back. I don't leave loose ends. That's all she says. She doesn't leave loose ends. She told him what she would do.
I love you, Spider.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Did Averjoe introduce himself at the beginning?
He did not.
Hi there.
Elder, you are free to go. Miss Daniels, if you'll stay behind and provide a good example to the rest of the court.
Ophelia, Ophelia slips on a pair of. Actually, no. She pops every knuckle in her fist. Gladly. Joe could see the black of her sclera starting to creep up again.
Ophelia, have fun. I would hope you would have. I'll see you when you're done.
Don't venture too far.
I would never dream of. And then he kind of stops for a moment. What did you say?
Don't venture too far.
Oh, sure. No problem. And just walks out without another word.
Ophelia
Oh,
stands.
sorry, real
Wait.
quick. I sorry,
Oh.
there's one thing I really had to inject. I'm so bad for not remembering this part. Silas asked if he can trust the cure. Averjoe,
Mhm.
part of that. Let me just do the voice for it.
Oh.
And yes, the cure will save you. But that's hardly part of the problem. But it's definitely a tool you need to use.
All right, there we go. Sorry, had to get that in for
Mhm.
I'm blanking.
Continuity.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Continuity. Yeah, Ophelia pops her knuckles and just waits. Her body emitting large amounts of steam into the room.
As the door closes, Niall's fate is sealed, and a shrill scream is suddenly cut under the squelch and crunching of blood and bone. That's where we'll end session tonight.
I
love